morning, everyone. Welcome to eDoor to the World. I'm Rachel. Today, I'm here again with Alex.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alex, and I'm a teacher at Dachen Junior High, and I am very, very excited for today's podcast.
Our topic today is school in Taiwan and Canada. Why did you choose this topic?
I chose school in Taiwan and Canada because although school in Taiwan and Canada are often the same, there are also some very big differences. Did you go to school here in Taiwan?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Well, I went to school in Canada, so we can share our experiences.
Alex, what are you going to share with us today?
Today, I have an article that talks about some of the differences between Canada and Taiwan schools, and the writer is from India. Although the writer is from India, I think students in Taiwan will understand why the writer is surprised about Canada's schools. Rachel, did you read the article? What surprised you?
Yes, I feel surprised that most schools do not have school uniforms, so you don't need to buy them. You know, here in Taiwan, we have school uniforms in every school, and you have to pay for them. In some private schools, you even need to wear the same shoes that the school asks you to wear. What about you?
Something that is very different in Taiwan that is always really surprising to me is classrooms. In Canada, when you are in grade 7, you stop having a classroom. Instead, you go to many different classrooms every day. For example, maybe your math class is upstairs, and maybe your English class is downstairs. But in Taiwan, you stay in one place for almost every class. But the Canadian way is fun because you can see each teacher's personality in their classroom. Which way do you like?
Well, I prefer to stay in one place because this way students have the advantage of staying in one familiar environment with their classmates. And it's also more convenient as students don't have to move around the school as much. What else surprised you?
I think the most surprising thing to me is which school you go to. For example, in Taiwan, students work really, really hard to go to a good school, and they will maybe go to a school very far away from home. But in Canada, you usually just go to a school near your house. For example, when I went to high school, the government sent me a letter and said I had 2 choices, and both schools were close to me. In Canada, all schools try to be the same, and because of this, students of all levels are all together in school. Do you remember preparing for your grade 9 exams?
Of course, it was a challenging and unforgettable time for me. In Taiwan, students need to take entrance exam for high schools or vocational high schools. The scores from these exams are crucial for students' admission to high school. Alex, do you need to take exams for high school?
Yes, but although we have exams in grade 9, they are not especially important. In Canada, you can select different classes when you go to high school. So if your grades are really high or really low, you will maybe go to different classes. But like I said before, students of every level will go to the same school. Because of this, the pressure in Canadian junior high is much lower than in Taiwanese junior high.
And I also noticed that in Canada, parents don't need to pay tuition.
Education in public schools is free, but parents might have to pay student fees between $5 and $100 per term for some classes like art or band. As well, sports can be a little expensive. But books and pens are the most expensive part of school for most students. The school will usually let you borrow textbooks, and you will return them at the end of the year.
It's really quite different between us. Even in public schools here, we still need to pay some money for tuition.
Yeah, I think the differences really show us a lot of the different parts of Canada and Taiwan. For example, going to a school near you makes sense in Canada because it is so large and you need to travel a long way in winter. And also, students of different levels have different backgrounds. Maybe their family moved to Canada when they were 10 years old. Maybe their family has lived in Canada for 300 years. Everyone is very different. But in Taiwan, you have a different way of doing things because you have a different history. And here, there is a really big focus on doing the best you can in tests so that you can have a really great future. So because of this, we have different countries, and when we talk about the two of them together, it gives us an opportunity to go and see how we can improve our own education systems. Now is our activity time.
Okay, now let's look at today's words. Alex, what's your first word?
My first word is education.
Education, 教育.
For example, education is very important.
The second one?
The second word is differences.
Differences, 差異.
So, for example, what are the differences between Canada and Taiwan?
The third one?
Level.
Level, 程度.
For example, what is your English level? All right, everybody, now it is our discussion question. How are Taiwan and Canada's schools different? Write down your answers and send your worksheet to the Google form. You may win a big prize later. For more information, please visit the Taoyuan ETRC website or Facebook page.
同学们，听完本周的 podcast 后，欢迎投稿你们的学习单。投稿的 Google 表单连结，请见桃园市英语教学资源中心脸书或官方网站。只要投稿一次，就有一次抽奖机会。每次段考抽好礼，期末加码抽大奖哦。
Thank you so much for joining us today.
This program is sponsored and brought to you by the Taoyuan ETRC.
See you next time.
Goodbye.